What drives a person to burn everything around them, even themselves? For Dabi, vengeance wasn't just an idea. It became his very identity. But here's the question we must ask. Is vengeance a weapon that frees us, or a chain that destroys us? In My Hero Academia, Dabi, once known as Toya Todoroki, was a boy who dreamed of being recognized by his father. His heart burned brighter than his flames, but when that fire consumed him, so did his father's neglect. He rose from the ashes, not as the boy he once was, but as a man consumed by vengeance. Dabi's every step, every smirk, every flame he casts. It's not just destruction. It's a message, a cry for justice twisted by rage. And here lies the truth we often forget. Vengeance feels powerful. It gives the broken a sense of purpose, the ignored a stage to finally be heard. It's the fire that can light the darkest nights. But left unchecked, it also becomes the wildfire that leaves nothing but ruin behind. So why do people chase it? Because vengeance, at its core, can spark action. Think about it. How many stories, real or fictional, are born from pain? Someone wronged, betrayed, left behind. And instead of fading into silence, they rise. Vengeance can give someone a reason to stand, to fight, to never let injustice be forgotten. For Dabi, his vengeance exposed the rotten foundations of hero society. He wasn't just lashing out blindly. He revealed truths the world refused to see. Sometimes vengeance becomes a voice for the voiceless, a force that shatters complacency. And for us, that feeling of wanting to get back at life's unfairness, it can push us to grow stronger, to prove people wrong, to make sure the pain we carry doesn't happen to others. In this way, vengeance can be the spark of change. But here's the trap. Vengeance doesn't know when to stop. The fire that once lights your way can slowly devour you. Look at Dabi again. His pain was real, his anger justified. But vengeance became the only language he spoke. And in his quest to hurt his father, to tear down everything Enji Todoroki stood for, Dabi lost himself. He lost Toya. This is the danger we all face. Vengeance promises healing, but it rarely delivers. It keeps us bound to the very thing we wanted to escape. Instead of moving forward, we keep reliving the wound, feeding it, until it consumes who we are. It's like drinking poison and expecting the world to suffer. So is vengeance good or bad? The answer is both, and neither. Vengeance can give us the courage to stand against what's wrong, but it can also blind us to what's right. It can spark justice, or it can ignite endless cycles of pain. It depends on how we choose to use it. Maybe the real lesson from Dabi is this. Vengeance can uncover the truth, but it should never become the truth. The moment our lives revolve only around revenge, we stop living for ourselves. We start living for our anger. Think about your own life. Maybe someone betrayed you. Maybe people underestimated you, ignored you, or hurt you in ways that left invisible scars. That feeling of wanting payback is human. It means you care. It means you're alive. But here's where the choice comes in. You can let that vengeance drive you to become stronger, to rise above, to prove them wrong. Not through destruction, but through creation. Not by burning bridges, but by building a life so undeniable that the past can't chain you anymore. Or you can let that vengeance trap you, make you bitter, lock you in a cycle where you're always looking back instead of moving forward. Dabi's story is tragic, not because his vengeance was unjustified, but because it consumed every chance he had to heal. He became a flame without a home, a fire that couldn't warm anyone, including himself. So ask yourself, when you feel vengeance boiling inside, will you let it burn everything down? Or will you let it become the spark that lights your way forward? Because in the end, vengeance seeks truth, so live with it, not die with it. There's a certain weight that lingers in silence, the kind carried not in the body, but in the heart. Some wounds are carved so deep, they feel like they'll never close. And yet, there he stands, not defined by the fire that burned him, not chained by the cold that tried to freeze him, but walking forward. It isn't about forgetting the pain. It isn't about excusing the past. It's about choosing not to let the scars decide who you'll become. And in that quiet choice, hidden beneath the flames and the frost, is something far stronger than revenge, far softer than anger, the kind of strength that doesn't shout but breathes.